Good morning. So I wanted to take a minute to just review how to do this before you move on to the next slide. So what Ms. Kosadar and I would like you to do is to watch this video and make sure that you're doing the steps correctly, and then you can go on to the next slide because we don't want you practicing incorrectly or being frustrated. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do when I have an equation, I like to think about it as two sides, the left side and the right side divided by the equal sign. So what I want to do is I want to look at each side and see, in this case, if there's something to combine, because that's what we're working on right now. So right away, I see there's a 3x and a 2x. So I know that those are like terms because they're both x's. Like I said, say to you, I have 3 x's and I have 2 x's. How many x's do I have altogether? Okay, so I'm identifying those as like terms. I'm going to combine them. When they are on the same side of the equal sign, you are not doing the opposite, okay? So in this case, you're doing 3x plus 2x. If this was a minus 2x, you would do 3x minus 2x. You take the signs as is. All right, so let's go ahead and put in a text box. And so now I have 5x plus 10 equals 50. All right, I'm going to take a look again to see if there's anything else on the left side I can combine. I have x's and I have an integer. Those are not like terms, so I cannot combine them. If I look at my right side, all I have is 50. There's nothing to combine there, so I can move on. All right, so now we're just basically looking at having a solving equations problem. So you're going to go through your steps. So right now I'm trying to get x by itself, and I see there's a plus 10. I need to move that 10. Okay, so need to get rid of it. It's a positive 10, so to get rid of it, I have to subtract. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. Okay, and then you'll see that these cancel out, they equal 0. So now I am left with 5x equals, what is 50 minus 10? 40. Right, on to my very last step. I need to get that x by itself. Right now, 5 is being multiplied by x, so I need to do the opposite. So I need to do 5x divided by 5 equals 40 divided by 5, because again, whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. And when I work through that, 5x divided by 5, my 5's cancel out, so I'm just left with x, which is what I want. 40 divided by 5 is 8. So I'm going to go ahead, let's see if I can get this. There we go. And I'm going to put 8 in the box. Okay, so double check your work, see if you got 8. If you did, you're totally on the right track. If not, hopefully you see your mistakes. All right, I'm going to go through the next one as well. So again, I like to look at my equations as two sides divided by the equal sign. So I have my left side and my right side, makes it easier for me to see. And then I'm going to look for like terms on my left side. I see that I have a 6x, and I see that I have a plus 2x. Should really be catching that plus sign in my circle. Okay, and those are like terms. So I'm going to put in my text box. What is 6x plus 2x? 8, oops, sorry about that, 8x. I still have that plus 10, and it is still equal to 42. Okay, I'm going to take another look at my left side. Nothing to combine there. Those are not like terms. I'm going to look at my right side. Nothing to combine there. So I'm going to move on. Now it is simply a matter of solving equations. Want to get that x by itself. I have a plus 10, so I want to subtract 10 from both sides. When I do that, my 10s on this side cancel out, and I am left with 8x equals, what's 42 minus 10? 32. Okay, and then I'm moving on to my very last step, which is I'm going to divide by that coefficient that's next to x. So 8x divided by 8 equals 32 divided by 8. Again, my 8's cancel out, and I'm left with my x. And then I'm going to do 32 divided by 8, and I'm going to put my answer in the box, which is 4. And I'm done. Okay, so check those problems, see how you did. If you need help, please raise your hand. If you're really not getting it, you raise your hand, email, text, call. We want to help you. So please reach out and let us know. And we're looking over your slides too and trying to provide some help for you. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.